Hello everyone and welcome to Tiresome. Today we're sorting out my rear end.
Oh, nice.
Father's here, and I know what you're thinking. Well, you guys only did this like 6 months ago. You did the pinion seal. You did such a good job, guys. I'm very proud of you, and thank you for that comment very much. But regrettably, one thing that we didn't think was... Well, actually, that's not true. One thing that we did think could also be the issue is just the diff cover gasket, which is the most common one. And we're going to do that today. I know what you're thinking. Simple job, you guys. Just take the bolts off, take the cover off, put it on. We've got a watch linkage on this car. If you don't know what that is, basically, it's like a mechanism that stops the axle rotating and keeps it solid. It's really cool, and back in the day was kind of how you made a car handle pretty well, even though it had a solid rear axle. But we've got to deal with that today. It should be fine, but I don't think either of us have ever actually dealt with one. I don't even know if it's spring-loaded or anything. I don't think so. But we'll show you that now.
And of course it was put on the car. It was put on the car how long ago?
Well, actually, I know what you're thinking. 50 years ago it was on the car. Blah, blah, blah. Not true.
No?
No, because when I bought the car, I also spent 400 quid on the whole polybush kit, and that included the watch linkage bushes. So actually...
Only
It's been
about
10 years.
10 years?
10
Only
years.
10 years?
Only 10 years, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, all the mod cons. We also went to Halfords this morning to get some more oil because I forgot I needed that. Oh, right, okay. Thought you were making fun of my slow puncture on the rear.
Oh.
Right, let's have a look at it, shall we?
Ooh.
So you can see the red thing in front of you, which was bright red when I bought it. That's the diff cover. So that's what we need to take off. And on the back of that diff cover is the watch linkage. And that has a bar that connects to the bottom of it. There's also one at the top, which is just out of shot. But Father's stroking it there. You can almost see it. And you can see down the bottom of the diff, there's actually, it's a bit of moisture going there. So that's kind of, yeah, it's pretty obvious where that's coming from. But, I mean, it could also be, you can see the sump plug is also wet, which could just be, you know, gravity going down to the lowest point of the car from where it was leaking from the cover gasket. Or it could be that it's actually just leaking out of the plug hole and spraying up the back of the diff. We don't know. And don't worry about the wet puddle on the floor. That's just where my car's been full up with water, and now we've jacked it up, it's dripping out. Isn't that funny?
What we're hoping to do is that we can pop these 4 bolts off and just move this way and not have to undo this at all.
Yeah.
Which will mean we do that first to make sure we can do that, and then all we've got to do is buzz all these off all the way around. But the first thing to do is undo that and drain any oil that is still in there out.
Because you're actually of the persuasion that this has probably got some oil in it for some reason.
Yes.
Okay.
I am, because it's not leaked from our beautiful job on the old seal.
No, the pinion's good now.
It's very good. So a little bit of oil leaking from that is not a problem, but the question is whether it's leaking from that as well, which is a problem. But
I think it is. But we bought more oil, so don't worry about that.
just taken the top up check plug out, and there is dampness on it, so there is oil. But looking at it, doing that, it's rather sort of...
Yeah, it's been overheated, hasn't it?
Crusty.
It's not happy oil. And that, to be honest with you, everyone, probably means the gears aren't that happy either. But I don't care. It works.
So, let's undo the lower one. And
I thought that was the lower.
No, that's the top up
That's
plug.
the filler.
Filler, top up plug.
Oh.
Yes, which is why I'm saying if the oil's getting up there must be some sloshing around the bottom of the
Oh,
gear.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Unless it's just residual.
Well, anyway. Now we'll see what comes out the drain plug. Now, see if I can angle my hand to not get it down my sleeve.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, it's got a long screw.
It does have a long...
Here we go. There is oil wanting to come out.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, you were right, I guess. What the fuck? Okay. Well... So, if that's the case...
and looking at that oil,
There's no loads of bits in it.
on my thumb, it's still fairly translucent.
Yeah, which is what you would want, really.
Yes, so that proves, A, there was oil in there, and B, it's not been too stressed.
So, what you're witnessing, everyone, is us doing this for fucking no point at all.
Well, we could just put the oil back in and forget... Oh, no, we can't, because it's gone into a dirty can.
No, I mean, we've got the clean oil now.
No, I mean, we could have reused that oil.
Oh, no, Father!
Come on!
Sacrilege!
I was brought up by wartime parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd have probably fried chips with that. Anyway, enough said. We have fresh oil from Hell Frauds.
Well, yeah, but we're also redoing the gasket, yeah?
If you want.
I mean, what is this video then? If we're not doing that, I guess because if I'm just to clarify, everyone.
Yes.
What I've been experiencing is like not a loud whine. It was worse, but when I say was, I mean before we did the pinion seal. But like, it's to the point where I'm like, something's not quite mechanically okay here. It's probably the differential again. Yes, the differential's wet. Okay, well, I've got the new gasket. Get some new oil, put it in, let's go. But maybe it's coming from the gearbox then.
Maybe it's coming from the diff that we know has got huge backlash in it, and that's why it's worn out and needs refurbing.
Yeah. So is it possible the diff's just so gone that it's overheating the oil whilst I drive it anyway?
I don't think it's overheating the oil.
No, because it's still relatively clear.
Yeah.
So when you overheat oil, it goes black. It will look like diesel oil coming out. So what we're going to do now is fill this up with nice fresh oil, not do the diff gasket. It doesn't matter about the Watts linkage. But we will check the gearbox oil and just see if we can get any more into that. I've got this little sucky pushy tool now, so that'll make that lovely and easy. And, as I mentioned already twice, we got oil. We're using the same one in both. It's GL4 8090. I got expensive Penrite stuff in the past, but I'm screwing that off now. Well, actually, I would like to get that, but I forgot. And now we're just using the stuff from Halfords. But there you go. Hopefully, that'll be fine. So this is the Halfords bottle. And in it has this thing. I don't know what the hell that's for. Father, do you know what that's for? It's like it's not pipette or anything. It's just in there.
Oh, well. What happens is that you can punch the hole out of here and turn this into a sucky thing.
You reckon?
Yeah, because it's got a little instruction on the lid.
Oh yeah.
See?
Well, there you go, comma oils. Look.
So if you haven't got a sucky thing, you can do a little pipette thing.
I mean, to be fair, we had a similar thing on the Penrite system, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that was shite.
Yeah. It's much better to buy the proper tool for the job.
Which is this big old juicy dangler. This is not easy, man. I thought this would just be like, whoop. Fucking hell.
You had your Weetabix this morning. It's not touching the bottom, is it? I did that with a McDonald's milkshake. Oh, the viscosity. It's because it's 90, isn't it?
No, but the first bit went in dead easy.
Ah, it's the volume now. Mm.
Shut the fuck up. What is it?
I'll tell you what, this looks so funny. Oh my god. I don't know if this would be allowed to be on YouTube, you know.
Oh, not this bit.
Oh,
Here he goes. Insemination.
oh, thank you. Right.
Oh yeah, this is the last one now, probably.
Oh yes, definitely, I would say. I'm surprised it didn't. Oh, it's a fair amount, this, doesn't it?
It does. Well, that's that bottle done.
Right. And we need a little bit more. Thanks, Jim.
That's another 350 millilitres.
Ooh. Looks like it's probably more like 1.5 litres.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly going that way. Look at this very, very thirsty girl.
It's like a bloody TARDIS.
Maybe we just didn't put enough oil in it before.
Wow. Makes you wonder, don't it? I don't remember putting that much in.
We had a bigger container last.
Oh yeah, that's
and it
right.
was harder to get it in.
Because we had. Oh, that's right. I was wedging the container up in all sorts of weird places, wasn't I?
And in the car, yeah.
Yes.
So that would have been 600 millilitres from this bottle.
Right.
So this is 1.6 litres now.
Right, so we should be getting to the point of fillingness.
I imagine you're going to do a little squirt of that and it'll probably start coming out if it's 1.5.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Where's it going?
Well, I suppose it's quite a big diff, isn't it, when you think about it? Because a lot of diffs are just little round, and this has got the
whole, yeah.
Wow. You're getting the fitness side of this, aren't you?
Oh yeah, well, one arm, yeah.
I'm just laying here syringing.
So this is 2 litres now, that bottle's gone, so I'll get the other bottle then.
I would if I were you. Who knew scimitar diffs were so big? So we think that this is gonna be it. That's it.
Oh, nice. So that's the differential done. So we didn't need to take it apart or do anything like that. So the next step, what we're going to do is do the same to the gearbox, but except we will just top it up and see how much it takes to work out how much is leaked out. If you wanted, I could probably do the squeeze if you hold the nozzle.
Yeah, I'll hold it, you pump it. Oh, that's it, I think. Yeah, it started to run out.
Okay, so that hasn't really lost any oil.
No.
So the gearbox is full, and now Father is just tightening up the rear shoes there on the actual brake adjuster. Once we've done that, then maybe we'll see how the handbrake feels, and then tighten the handbrake. Because if you remember, not so long ago, we put a new handbrake cable on this, and it was just about working before, but could probably be a little bit better. So yeah, now that it's been sort of bedded in a bit, we can have a look at trying to get that sort of closer to proper, if that makes sense. It will stop it on a slope, but not a hill. Ready?
Yeah.
Overdrive! That never gets old.
I know. That doesn't sound too bad to me.
Having to flick a switch for something else to happen is cool.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of Lotus, right? Have one thing that does multiple things.
Yeah.
You want multiple things that all do the same thing. It doesn't sound too bad.
I always loved the overdrive on my MG. It's the only car I ever had it on.
Yeah.
I loved it. That doesn't sound too bad to me.
Now we're cruising at 65.
And to be honest, I mean, it's what happens after half an hour.
Yeah. That's the acid test.
Yeah. But that sound, I mean, considering you've got no sound deadening, no seats, no carpets, that's how it should sound, I would say.
Yeah, you're probably right. It does sound better than it did.
Good.
It sounds more like a whine than a graunch.
Yeah.
Not saying it was graunching before, but
it was louder.
it was closer to that sort of a thing, yeah. No, there you go.
Handbrake?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah?
That works. That's a working handbrake.
Ah, you see. All mod cons in here.
We almost got the blower motor working. We didn't record it.
Wow.
We'll do a separate video on that, maybe. But
I mean, we could, we could have put a switch in. We could have maybe resuscitated that switch.
it's true. But even then, like, we've got all the piping and everything.
Yeah.
It's like a bit more of interior work rather than...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You need a bit of piping to do it.
Oh, where are you going?
Oh.
Fucking hell.
On his phone.
Just to clarify, what we just witnessed is someone just meander into a curb.
Yeah, which could have been easily a pedestrian or...
Yeah. You haven't heard this at full chat yet, have you?
What?
This car. Don't get me wrong, I'm not winning any races, but it's good.
Sounds nice.
Oh yeah, can you open and close your door? Cool, what a test drive. So the car sounds a lot happier now. The handbrake is probably the biggest night and day improvement. I did mean to look at the stalks as well because it's got floppy stalks, but realistically it's good to know that the diff does hold most of its oil and that it's got nice new fresh oil in it. It's good to know that the gearbox is absolutely fine, and it does sound marginally better. Maybe we were missing a few 100 millilitres when we did it the first time.
Possible.
But either way.
Or possibly. Dare I say, Halford's oil is better than Penrite?
No, we don't say that.
No?
No, I mean that's... No. Penrite sponsor us. So...
Sorry, I didn't say that at all. No.
So...
it just makes the engine quieter.
Just makes the engine quieter?
Well, yes.
No, that's not Penrite.
Oh, it's the wrong end, isn't it?
That's the wrong end, yeah. It's the other end.
The axle we were working on. Sorry, yes.
I wonder why that spark plug change was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Improvements, light improvements. More importantly, really, to be honest with you, it's more of my peace of mind. Because now I can probably go for a journey, and I know that whine that happens is probably the only whine that is going to happen. It's not going to get as worse as it did originally. It still goes like the clappers, as you saw, and sounds great. But yeah, the handbrake probably is the main thing, and that's not even the title of this video. That was a little bonus.
Ah, you see.
Oh, it's all about the little things.
There is something else that we did. Am I allowed to say what we tried and it actually worked?
What's that? The oven?
Oh yeah, we did do the oven. We lubricated fan on Michael's oven.
Yeah, so Father's going to start his spin-off YouTube channel called Ovensome.
Oh yes. And we found a fan.
We did find a fan. We did briefly mention this on the drive.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah. So we bridged the connector and the switch. We figured out that the switch is broken.
Which is very broken.
So now it's a case of replacement switch or clean the old one up. One of the blower motors is also dead. So if you guys know of a like for like, or I don't know, maybe I could just use any real blower motor, and it would be nice to have a modern one in there that's got a bit of a higher output than the old Lucas ones. But
I mean, to be honest with you, it's not well. It's just rolling around behind the headlight without any security.
Yeah.
And it's all rusty and the housing's broken. So it's.
But it's got two of them, so it makes up for it.
Well, yes.
Redundancy.
Fine,
that's what that is.
But the driver's side runs knackered, so it's not much use when you're driving around through a fog.
Well, yeah, but I've been doing it with no blower for 10 years, so...
Yeah,
and actually, no, I did have one in the Mini, yeah.
Now you've got working handbrake and non-whining...
Yeah, no, the headlights are reliable now.
It's almost like a proper car.
Yeah, the headlights are reliable now. The wipers are kind of a little bit there.
The overdrive still works?
Overdrive still works. I mean, that's crazy. I use that once every 6 months and for like 10 minutes ago. So I'm looking forward to doing a long road trip in it sometime, maybe even this summer. We'll see. I would like to take it somewhere. I don't know where.
Go and take it on holiday.
Take it on holiday? Well, no, I do want to do like a European tour or something.
Yeah, I didn't mean that.
Right.
Like go down to Cornwall or something. Just.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you need to.
Yeah, well...
And a day like today.
Yeah, that would be really... To be fair, the cooling system is one of the strongest parts of this car now. Even then, just driving it, it's really sunny today. And as soon as the fan kicks on now, I think that now it's got that proper not waterless coolant, but, pre-mix coolant.
Yeah.
It really just goes, when it gets warm and the fan kicks in, it just loses the heat so quickly. It's just and it just goes down so quick. Yeah. Right, let's stop blabbing. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.